Thank you for joining me today for this beginner's yoga class, or I should say just the warm-up. We're just going to do the warm-up today. I was going to do a live video, but I figured it's kind of early, so I know a lot of people probably won't be on here, so I figured I will record it so you can look at it later. And for those of you that don't know me, I am Rika. Hey, nice to meet you. Can't see my face? Let me come a little closer. Hey. Okay, so this will be a Vinyasa yoga warm-up. And first, what I want you guys to do is, if you're doing this at your home, in your office, or whatever, I want you to just stand with your feet hip-width apart. And I want you to put your arms beside your waist, or on the side of your body, I should say. And just stand in a mountain pose. I want you to close your eyes and ground yourself. So close your eyes and monitor your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. In through your nose and out through your nose. Making sure you take slow, steady breaths. I want you to relax your shoulders. Make sure there's no tension there. Make sure they're not up by your ears. Just kind of release them. You can roll them back once and just let them fall into place. While we're doing this yoga, I want you to listen to your bodies. No matter what I'm doing, no matter what you think you should do, listen to your body. Your body will tell you when it needs to rest, and your body will tell you if it can push a little farther. But if you ever need to rest, just stop and relax. Before we start, I want to give you guys an affirmation. Today's affirmation will be about acceptance. You can listen to this recording again so you can jot it down, or you can kind of mix it around and make it your own. When I accept myself for who I truly am, I can easily let go of superficial resolutions, toxic people, and mistakes that I may have made, past or present. I am beautiful. I don't care what they say. I am caring, loving, and helpful to others. I will accept myself today, tomorrow, and forever. Okay. So you can slowly open your eyes. And if you have a yoga mat or a towel, or you're just standing on the floor, we're going to start with moonflowers. So you're going to place your legs a little more than hip-width apart. And we're going to raise our arms above our head. You can't see my hands, but my hands are in a starfish, or just spread fingers. So we're going to lift them above our heads, straight out. Our legs a little more than hip-width apart. And we're slowly going to come down into a squat, making sure that our toes don't go, our knees don't go over our toes. We don't want it out here. We want them we want them at the same angle. So right above our toes. And you can adjust your body to make sure that they go there, but you want them to stay lined up. You want your back to be straight, not like this, but you want it to be as aligned as possible with your arms up above your head. So this is the straight position, and you can keep your knees soft. You don't have to lock them. Don't lock your knees. Keep your knees soft, arms raised up, spine straight, and bring your elbows down to your sides. So, show you the front view. Bring your arms up. Bring your knees down, and your arms will go to your sides. You can make sure your torso is straight. And we're going to do 10. So we're starting here, making sure we breathe. And then we're going to 1, 2. If your knees are cracking like mine, don't pay them any attention. They're just saying hello. 3, 4. You can check your knees. Make sure they're aligned with your toes. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, good job. I don't know if you're sweating like me, but I am. Could be because I'm under this light. Okay. So the next is sunflowers. Let me move my camera back a little bit so you can see. Let's see, sorry. Let's move that up a little bit. Okay, so sunflowers. It's kind of the same as moonflowers, but we're going to have our hands up, and then we're going to bring them down like this. When we come down to the floor, we're going to bring the hands in front of us. And we're going to bring them back up and out. We're facing out like this. We're going to bring them down. Bring your back down and flat with your hands meeting each other. Your knees and your toes are still aligned with each other. They're not going over. Okay, so we're going to do 10. So, your toes are slightly pointed out. They're not front. They're slightly pointed outwards to the sides of your mat. So we're going to come up. And we're going to breathe in. Breathe out. Bringing our hands down. 1. 2. Making sure you remember to breathe and relax your shoulders. 3. Show you a side view. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay. So now we're going to turn to the sides. We say to the front of your mat, or you can stand in the middle, wherever you feel comfortable. We're going to do the chair position. So the chair position, you keep your feet hip width apart or a little closer, depending on what makes you comfortable. Keep your knees soft. We're going to bring our hands up, and as we bring our hands up, we're going to squat down. But we're going to sit back in the position to make sure your knees do not go over your toes. So we're going to squat. When you squat, come back. Like you're about to sit down on a stoop. I want to say toilet. Like you're about to sit down on a stoop, come back. Come back. And if you need to place a chair or something in front of you to hold on to, or use a wall behind you, you can do so. Just slide your butt down and bring your arms up. Slide your butt down, bring your arms up. So we're going to do 5. So standing straight, shoulders back and down. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. So, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here, we're going to do a swan dive. Some people start off their swan dive differently, but this time we're going to do it, it's kind of sort of, I'll say like a ballet move. You know, they start and bring their arms up. Bring their arms up like this. So like a swan. We're going to have our wings out. Okay, so swan dive. I'll show you the front view. We're going to go. Slightly bend your knees. I like to pop myself up slightly like this. So go down. Breathe in, come up. You bring your arms down, slightly bend your knees. Come down to the floor and straighten your knees. Slightly bend your knees. Come back up. Breathe and do it again. Okay, so I'll show you the side view. Side view is you slightly bend your knees. So breathe in. Slightly bending your knees, come back down to the floor. Straighten your knees and bend them again and come right back up. I think you got it. Okay, so we're going to do 5 swan dives. Now I slightly bend the knees because I like to do modifications. I don't want to put too much strain on different parts of your legs, especially if you have not been doing this too much. So I don't want you to go straight down because people lock their knees and that can hurt. So we're going to slightly bend your knees, swan dive up and down, swan dive up and down, swan dive up and down, swan dive up and down. Next, we're going to swan dive into a downward dog position. So I'll show you. So I'm going to swan dive up, come down to a forward fold. I'm going to press my hands into the mat. And then I'm going to straighten my legs back, one foot, tuck my head into a downward dog. I'm going to take 5 breaths in this position. If you need a modification, you can soften your knees. So I gave you the demonstration. Let's see if you can do this. And while you're in downward dog, you will take 5 breaths. If you have a condition with your heart or you start to feel lightheaded, you want to keep your head above your chest. So I'm going to show you the modification. Swan dive up, come down, bring your legs back, and you don't tuck your head. You keep it at the level or above your chest. It's kind of like a plank, but you have your glutes in the air. Take your breath. From here, we're going to bend our knees down to the mat, flip our toes, and come into child's pose. For child's pose, you can rest your head on the mat. You can place your hands into a fist beside each other. Rest your hands, your head on your hands. You can place your arms on the sides of you, like this. But your goal is to relax. You can always come into child's pose when you need to rest. So from downward dog, you just bend your knees down. You flip your toes this way. And rest. Do this position for as long as you need to. But from the floor position, we are going to do cat-cow. So cat-cow, you know the Halloween cat, the black cat that's known for Halloween, when it has its back like this, when it's ready to attack or something. When it doesn't like you, so it just arches its back like that. Yeah. So that's the cat position. The cow position is you kind of bring your back into an arch. So we're going to do 5 cat and 5 cow. So we're going to breathe in, roll our backs up, head tucked. Breathe out into a cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Now I have lost count, but I think that was 4. If you need to do one more, do one more. The next pose we're going to do is called the spinal balance. So the spinal balance, you will stay in this position on all fours, and you will raise your right arm and put it straight out in front of you, and bring your left leg up. And you want your hand and your leg to be aligned with your spine. And you can bring them down. You want to do the same thing with your left arm and your right leg. We're going to do 2 on each side. You can look forward to make sure that everything is in alignment. You don't want to turn your head to the side like I'm doing. And you want to take your time. It may be a little shaky at first, but you'll get used to it. So we're going to bring our right arm up, left leg out. Keep your foot flat like you're standing on the floor. And then bring them down. Left arm up, right leg out. Breathe and bring them down. Go back to the right arm, left leg. Breathe and bring them down. Last time. Breathe and bring them down. From here, we're going to fall back down into child's pose. Just bringing yourself back, resting on your legs, and placing your head on the mat. If your head does not reach the mat, it is fine. Do the best you can. Okay, so from child's pose, when you're ready, we're going to go back into downward dog. So to do this, we are going to flip our toes back into the mat. I don't know if you can see me, but we're going to flip them back down. Pressing your toes into the mat. Pressing your fingertips into the mat. And lifting into the downward dog position. So I'm going to go back down. So from child's pose, we're going to go up a little bit, flip our toes, press our fingers into the mat, and lift up. Remember, you can leave your knees softened if you like. So we're going to rest in downward dog. Remember, if you feel lightheaded or if you have a heart condition, keep your head lifted. To come out of downward dog, we're going to slightly bend our knees and tiptoe our feet up. Tiptoe, 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 tiptoe into a forward fold, and then slowly bring our bodies up. Or as we're down, we can slowly swan dive up. And then come down. Now there's more you can do from here, but I think that's enough for now. So, I hope you enjoyed this mild beginner's Vinyasa yoga warm-up. And I'll probably post another one with an extension of the rest of the things that you can do. And that's the sun salutations and the planking and the crocodile. But I think that's enough for now. You guys did good. All right, enjoy your day. Much love.